I really appreciate everybody being out here this morning. It's a nice morning. We're going to beat the heat, it looks like, and maybe even keep the shade on us for this celebration. So kicking us off, my name is Matt Machado. I'm the Director of Public Works, and this is our first county Measure L project. We've got a few speakers lined up this morning, and before we kick that off, I do want to acknowledge some of our elected officials that are here this morning. And so we have representation from Assembly Member Heath Flora, Brandy Laforte. Brandy, thank you for being here this morning. Thank you. We have Congressman Jeff Denham, represented by Dana Ferreira. Dana, good morning. Thank you for being here. And we'll have presentations after our main speakers this morning. And then representing Senator Kathleen Galgiani is Frank Damrell. Frank, thank you for being here. And then our local elected officials, we have Tony Madrigal from the City Council. Thank you, Tony, for being here. Bill Zalaki, one of our speakers this morning here. Thank you, Bill, for being here. City Council and StanCog Chairman. What did I say? You should say Modesto. Oh, Modesto City Council. It was falling on Tony, yes. And then from the Board of Supervisors, Supervisor Vito Chiesa, he's our chairman this year. Thank you, Vito, for being here. And Terry Withrow, which we're in his district this morning. And this is his event. And so thank you for being here. Thank you for being our keynote speaker. And with that, I think we'll kick it off. We'll probably try to keep it brief. We'll have some presentations, and then we'll move out and do some brooming of the streets, our golden broom. So it's kind of a unique idea, and we'll get to that shortly. So without any further ado, I will introduce Terry Withrow, Supervisor of District 3. Terry, thank you for being our keynote speaker this morning.
Thank you. I didn't realize I was a keynote speaker here, just one of the speakers is what it was. So today's a good day for Stanislaus County. You know, this has been a long day, a long time coming for us to get to this point. It's been, I guess, three's a charm. We worked on getting this a long time. We've done a lot of good things with our roads here in this county and transportation in Stanislaus County, and we've done a lot of it without having this, without being a self-help county, without passing this half-cent sales tax. You know, we've had good people like Matt and Rosa from StanCog that have done great things over the years, just piecing things together, allowing us to do some of the projects that we've done, which is just amazing that we've been able to accomplish what we have accomplished with what little funds we have. I mean, we look just here in my district, and we look at the North County corridor and what that's turned into with just finding money and just piecing things together. Again, thanks to Matt and StanCog and Rosa and the Kernan interchange here. I mean, look at that. You know, again, finding extra money when there was money that wasn't to be found. And again, we weren't a self-help county, so that it just has never been available to us. And so now finally, as a result of a lot of hard work from a lot of individuals, and that's what's so great about Stanislaus County. We all work so hard to get to these things, and it's a collaborative effort that got us to this point. It was the private sector, all the elected officials getting on board with this tax, which is a hard thing to do when you think about it. It's tough especially for us conservative Republicans, to go out there and try to promote a tax. But I'll tell you, this is one that we can see the result of, and this is what happens when we do something like this. People can point to their tax dollars and see the money being spent and see it happening in their community, and that makes it all worth it. So we've done great things. We've got a great start here. We plan on paving all the roads in Stanislaus County 3 times here over the next 25 years with this money. We've got regional money that's coming out of this tax. There's leveraging. When we always talk about leveraging, and Vito's talked about this until he's blue in the face as we were trying to get this passed. The money that we're going to get in addition to just the sales tax revenue that comes out of this is going to help us do great things regionally also with different projects, whether it's to finish off the North County corridor. 132, what's going to happen there is going to be amazing for this county, and then eventually the South County corridor. So there's just great projects, all that are going to come as a result of this. And we have so many people to thank for it. Like I said, it's been a collaborative effort. We appreciate everybody who was a part of this, making this happen, whether it was, like I said, the elected officials, the private sector, the civic, Salida Chamber is one of them, our MAC here locally, everybody that went out and promoted this thing. So we're happy that the first, I guess this isn't technically not the first. There was something going on in Oakdale, I think, already that we know, but this is the first county-wide, first thing happening in the county as far as Measure L. I'm happy it's happening in my district. my other supervisors are jealous that I'm getting to have the first one here, but I think it's a long time coming. Salida has had to wait a long time, and it's something that's very much needed. So we're happy this is happening. We appreciate all the hard work everybody's done, and it's just so nice to see it start to come to fruition. So I thank everybody for being here on a Saturday morning. And again, today's a good day in Stanislaus County. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Terry. Excellent. That was, and no favoritism, Vito. Don't take that wrong, because we'll be in the Turlock area soon. Next up this morning we have Bill Zalocki. He is not only a Modesto City Council member, but he is our chairman of our StanCog Policy Board. And so, Bill, thank you for being here and being one of our speakers.
Oh, thank you, Matt, for everything. Hey, this is an exciting day. This isn't just a day that's a normal day in Stanislaus County. Things changed in November because guess what happened? Measure L passed. That brought in nearly $1 billion worth of road construction over the next 25 years. Now, this project is unique because about 80% of Salida is going to have resurfaced roads. The percentage that is not being significantly done or touched is the newer product. It doesn't need it yet, but it'll be done sooner than this is repeated. In any case, a significant amount of construction's going on. So the construction guys are here. I know them both. I'm going to put them on the spot. Jeff, Jordan, will you come up here for just a second and let's ask them. This is what I'd want to know. I'm a construction guy. Here's what's important. When will it be done? When will it start? Those are two important things. So I wanted to introduce you. It's VSS. That's also a subsidiary of George Reed. VSS meaning very fast streets. No, very slippery. No, very.
I hope not.
Something like that. No, that's not what it stands for. But their construction company, I've known this company for years, and I've used this company in the past when I was in construction many times. They're known for quality, and I'm excited that you're the ones that get to use them first. So tell me, what do you think time frame? 30 days? 45 days?
I think our pre-job is next week, and I think we'll
pre-job
probably within 30 days we should have her finished.
They're doing the initial planning to start, and you'll start right after that?
Sometime right after that. I want to introduce Ed Belair. He's our general manager for George Reed. You should get up here.
Welcome.
Typically I'm a sub for our sister company. This time he has to be a sub to me. So he'll be doing the patch paving work, which is the first thing to do.
So we're talking like after the initial, then 30, 45 days, done.
Done,
promise, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
oh, yeah.
So if they say it, it happens. What can we expect? I know you've got the rubberized surface seal, which is a 2-coat. That's a great product, by the way.
It is. It's a little disconcerting right after the chip goes down. Everybody goes, "Oh, what did you do to my street?"
Yeah, it's rough.
But we're going to get it covered up with a slurry relatively soon after that.
So it's got a cure, and then they put a top coat over it,
yeah.
And it gives you a little better road surface and longer wear.
And it does a really good job of preventing crack reflection on the streets here.
So that means preventing cracks. He says crack reflection. Who knows what crack reflection is? Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
I do want to mention in all of my years, and that's well over 45 years in this business, if counting more, if you remember, I pushed a broom in the shop when I was 10 years old for $1 an hour. But it was the first groundbreaking ribbon cutting I have ever been to for a pavement preservation project.
Here in Salida, yeah.
You know. You know, we aren't considered sexy. I mean, the last groundbreaking I remember was when we were doing the first job on Kiernan, and George Reed was doing it, and we were out there to do the groundbreaking with Caltrans on it. That was the last major project, but it's always been major projects or bridges or whatever we go out there. But this is the first time on a pavement preservation. So thank you. We're going to do a great job of getting this done for the city, and this is, again, the start of a whole lot of pavement preservation throughout the county and the cities that we get these roads all fixed. Thank you.
Okay, and his cell phone number is 1-800-CALL Jeff if it doesn't. Well, anyway,
thank you.
Thanks for coming. Thanks, Jordan. So anyway, I wanted to bring you up to date on that. This is exciting because Stanislaus County, we do get excited about repaving roads. We haven't been able to do that in decades. So this is exciting and it's important. I am so glad it's here in Salida. This is an important part. Thank you, Salida, for joining in and passing Measure L. And with that, I'm going to get off the stage because there's other people that have other important things. Thank you all. Have a great morning.
Thank you, Bill. Excellent. And so, as Bill commented, thank you to all the voters. We really wouldn't be here without the voters of Stanislaus County. You all made it happen, and now we're here to deliver on that promise. And part of you making that happen was the campaign to get the word out there, to educate all of us, to inform us on this decision that we all got to make, which was good. And here this morning with us is Paul Van Konynenberg, and Paul led the charge for the campaign for Measure L. So Paul's going to have a few words for us, and I won't steal any more thunder. Paul, thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Did anyone else here go to Salida Elementary School? Yay! Okay. Yes. So my kindergarten in 1972, I went to kindergarten in that room right there that you can see over there. And my teacher was Miss Zulke. My principal was Mr. Beerbaum. And Lloyd drove the bus. And the buses were kept right over there. Remember? Now, there was a 1948, but there were two buses. One they had acquired in the 60s and one they had from 1948. And the 1948 bus had the world's stiffest springs in the back. And so we would all sit in the back and bounce up and down. And if we went over the canal at Toombs Road, we could bounce so high we could hit the ceilings with our head. So everyone who went to Salida Elementary School between 1948 and 1970 something remembers the 1948 bus. We love that bus because 5-year-olds are too dumb to know that rough roads aren't the funnest thing since sliced bread. But we know now that as adults, we don't really like rough roads. And we've got a ton of them here in Salida. We've got some legacy neighborhoods that have really rough roads that haven't been repaved for over 30 years. We also have some areas where we don't have sidewalks still. And those were critical areas when I came to you and we worked together on passing Measure L. Those were some of the things we talked about. And you know, we have great news because this morning we celebrate our community working together to achieve better roads, safer streets, and the Measure L pass was 71.95%. Do you know that was the largest passage of a self-help county measure in California in 2016, and it was the largest for a first-time county since 1989, and you made that happen. This Salida project, as many have said, would not be happening without Measure L. In the future, when sidewalks the plan is to slowly put in sidewalks as money are available over the next 25 years. When those sidewalks are putting in where they're currently lacking, it will be because Measure L passed. Measure L was hard work. It took many people setting aside differences to work towards a common goal. It took elected officials listening to the public and working together to write a sensible, comprehensive ordinance, funding, and expenditure plan that is a pragmatic approach to fixing our streets and roads and infrastructure. So thank you, StanCog. Thank you, our city and county elected officials and our city and county employees. Thank you to our business and labor unions who financially supported the campaign. Thank you to the community leaders who are on the front lines of advocating for the measure. Our supervisors, former supervisors O'Brien and Grover, who are also very much involved. The sheriff was involved. Dale Skiles was involved from the fire department. Our Congressman Denham, all of our state representatives, Farm Bureau President Paul Winger, who's local here, Catherine Borges, and the Salida Chamber of Commerce. Thank you to the individuals and organizations throughout the county that are too numerous to name individually who came together to support our campaign. Together, they formed the largest political coalition Stanislaus County has ever seen. And most importantly, thank you to the citizens of Salida, the citizens of Stanislaus County who made the difficult decision to tax themselves to better their community and quality of life. We honor and celebrate you this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Paul. So next up, we're going to have a 3 presentations from our electeds, and we'll start with Dana Ferreira from Congressman Denham's office. Okay, let's do that. And Terry, where's Terry? Terry, come on up here. And so let's also, Brandy, come on up, and Frank, come on up, and we'll do a photo op with Terry and the three of you. Do you guys want to say any words, any thoughts?
You go first. You're the elected. No, I'm not. Yeah, you're the elected. Well, good morning. I'm very excited to be here to celebrate the groundbreaking of this pavement preservation project. Now, usually I don't get excited about taxes. I'm the first one to say don't tax me, but this was a tax that I could definitely get behind, not only because of the damage that it does to our vehicles going over all these county and city roads, but because now we're able to leverage state and federal dollars. So with the hard work and dedication of numerous individuals, Measure L and this project is finally coming to fruition. The congressman and I and all the staff and everybody is very excited. So congratulations to StanCog and Stanislaus County and the residents of Salida. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome.
And I'm excited to be here on behalf of Assemblymember Heath Flora. This was great news sitting here, and I'm excited to see it move throughout Stanislaus County, but I'm happy that I was here for this first breaking. And I look forward to coming back in 45 days to Peru. So again, congratulations.
I'm here on behalf of Senator Kathleen Galgiani. Everyone said virtually everything that needs to be said. It's pretty exciting to see the community and the county investing in itself and improving its infrastructure. We're all going to benefit from it. We'd all do it to our homes. We take pride in things, and this is that vote, 71%. That was a vote of pride. We're taking ownership of our communities and investing in it. So congratulations. Enjoy the roads. Enjoy the ride.
You want a photo shot? You got a photo? We'll get one later. Okay, so thank you all. And so next up, we're going to do our ceremonial groundbreaking, but we're using brooms today. We have golden brooms. And so the plan is we're going to go out into the middle of the street carefully. Between the two medians where the turnaround is, we're going to all get out there. We have 12 brooms. And so my thinking is that all the electeds grab a broom. I'd like the chamber president to be there, the Rotary president. Jeff, will you grab a broom as well? You'll get a broom. And so let's grab brooms and make our way out there. We'll try to organize a photo. Oh, cookies? And after after our groundbreaking, grab a cookie, and that's it for today, the presentations. But let's make sure we get a good photo with our broom. So everybody grab a broom and let's work our way out there.